See, I got this problem. We have a 80 series that we need to get done by the end of next week.
Let's see if we can get this stupid piece of shit out of here.
And Tony's currently having a great time doing stuff.
God, I'm gonna f all this shit up.
This is not the same Sequoia from last week. No, this is actually a different one that we're doing a bumper install, but this is not the main course of this video. Or not course, subject matter.
I'm gonna go wiggle, wiggle.
This is a family show, god dang it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll cuss less. Jesus. Well, it moves. Yeah, I win. It's like that game that kid plays. Big Daddy.
Now, my biggest hurdle is actually not getting the engine together and in the truck and getting it running. My biggest hurdle is getting the other stuff that we need to get done. Install and uniformly tighten the 14-cylinder head bolts and plate washers in several passes in sequence shown above. Torque to 29 foot-pounds. All the front of the cylinder head bolts with paint. Tighten the cylinder head bolts to 90 degrees in numerical order shown. Then tighten the cylinder head bolts an additional 90 degrees and then check the painted marks to see if they're facing rearward. Install and torque the two mounting bolts at 15 foot-pounds. Cool. We have to do that for now. I guess scroll down on the instruction manual over there and see what our torque specs are. Okay. So these, what's after I-5?
3, 4, 6, and 7. 54.
Okay.
They don't put that on until the other cam is in.
Okay. I'm gonna snug it down for right now.
54 is your torque spec.
Pablo, it's not that serious.
Dude, you got like forever in a day to finish a motor.
If you would just put down your little flippy butterfly
Gung,
knives,
gung. It's so serious.
you'd get stuff done.
Sparks will fly, tempers will flare, and Pablo can't finish this engine on time.
How do you not know how to use a flywheel lock?
Because I've never used one before.
What do you...
I use a pry bar.
That's worse!
Me too, bro. Me too.
What? Why did you look at me like that? And the truck. Pretty much Monday, and things are already moving. Hard at work, caught you. I caught red-handed. The AC compressor's on. Alternator's on. You got the ratchet on the crank. That's on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to finish wiring this freaking truck. I've been dying to get as far as I can with it, but it hasn't really gone my way. One, I had it parked in a really weird spot, so I was constantly moving it back and forth, and then finally, all the shuffling is done and I can get back to it. 8 o'clock. I'm still wiring on this. Tony made really good progress on the Landcruiser. I wish I could cover more, but I'm coming to realize that I am no longer capable of really wrenching like I used to. And not like lack of skill or anything like that. It's just that my responsibilities have gotten to the point that me wrenching is not a viable option. So I got to figure out a solution for that. The funny thing is that I don't get to do any of the stuff that I really want to do until like past closing. I get to get the most stuff done when there's no one here to stop me from doing what I am doing. But like I said, Tony's made really good progress. He's got the intake manifold and all that stuff on there. I wish that I was actually the one doing this job, because this is stuff that I know I can make good progress. I know I can work fast on it, but I have to handle the difficult work at the current moment.
Hoping I don't fall.
You and your fucking worry. Stop fucking cussing.
Just put a bleep on it, man.
We don't hear you talk. It's
Permanent bleep.
It's Morse code.
Yep, they can figure it out. Read between the lines.
While Tony's off doing fun stuff like putting a 1FZ in an 80 series.
Well, I'm over here trying to snake this EGR sensor into the back of the head. Sort of wishing I had done this before. Cramp my hand where it doesn't fit.
I'm like shunned into my little corner here.
Oh, come on. I think we're starting.
Wire.
Oh, but I forgot a bolt. Shit.
What's up?
I forgot one of the bolts.
Where is it?
Somewhere behind me. And my flashlight is somewhere on the floor.
Connect the what blower motor. What does that go to? Even though now it's Thursday, I have to give a shout out to Joey and Michael, because while Tony and I are stupid busy taking care of those two kind of big jobs, you were doing non-work related things, weren't you?
Research. I was researching.
All of our regular work, like this GX, this 4Runner, we had a Tacoma in, all that stuff. Michael's been knocking it out, keeping the shop flow going. So I highly appreciate it.
You're welcome, dude.
It's Thursday.
Yep.
How we looking?
Like we could start it if we had all our parts.
So I gotta go yell at Joey for being unproductive again?
Probably.
Ah, okay. It's not always his fault though.
No, this one actually isn't his fault.
No, it's not his fault. But we are behind schedule.
Yes.
We were hoping to have this guy running by Tuesday, and it's Thursday. Yeah. Things occurred in the middle. In other news, I was here until probably 9:30 last night, and I got horns, we got headlights, we got blinkers. Is it blinking? Yeah, she blinking. And then we got tail lights, daylight running lights. She's back alive. Michael, she's alive.
Dude, I want midnight running lights.
Midnight running lights? Yeah. So I need to just go over the starter circuit, because that got fried too, and redo how they wired it, because they did it in a very scary fashion. And once I'm done with that, I'm back tracing the 1HDT ECU and making sure that when I key off, it's gonna turn off. Because that's important. It's one thing to get the diesel running, but if I can't turn it off, I can't turn it off, and we don't want that. I covered this, a little more background on this Prado here. This was built, I think, partly in Dubai. It's got a 1HDT swap in it. What they did is when they transferred the 1HT into this KZJ78, they kind of just ghetto wired everything together. The ECU is silicone because they didn't use the connectors. I guess they just took the pins, and I'm scared to undo that silicone, but I feel like I need to. Then they soldered, they didn't solder. When they wired everything, they just stripped it, and then they tied it together. and then they electrical taped it. Now they did this for the main ignition switch, which I have a temporary one here so I can test circuits. And then they also did some really weird stuff to get their air conditioning working. Well, I actually dug into the whole starter wiring system and I found out that they wired it incorrectly. So that's fun. I'm gonna rip that all out and redo it all. So I'm pretty sure I got the starter figured out. And if I go in here, this should turn on. Well, it turned on without glow plugs, that's for sure. I guess we're gonna test to see if the ignition works. Need a screwdriver, or else I'm suffocating this engine. Hey! Suck it, Tony! Mine runs. Mine runs. Mine runs. It's okay, mine runs, but it's not properly wired, so.
Mine will be driving much sooner.
Yeah, I still have a lot to figure out. But starter works, so that's a plus.
OnlyFans time. OnlyFans. Stupid Pablo. I don't know. My microphone is stuck. It's a magnet. Starting the truck without me. Boom. OnlyFans. I just got done with the OnlyFans. And I almost had to give a Haktua to this big black Zacker. Yeah, and I'm mic'd up. This magnetic bitch over here fucking sticking to shit. Just for you, Pablo.
Tell me how you really feel.
Why do you let me things up?
I don't let you stop fucking cussing.
You stood right here and watched me do the wrong thing and didn't help me. Why would you do that?
Because I'm a cameraman. I'm here for the realism.
You are.
Yeah, I'm not putting that in the video. Not the audio, but. You got oil pressure? Give it the good old, how about now?
Oh, stop. It was gushing fluid. There's a hose loose.
Tony forgot a bolt and it leaked a bunch of oil. Totally not Pablo's fault for not double checking the part for him, you know, as the specialist. Not my fault. It's Tony's fault.
Yeah, just blame me.
She's smoking.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, well, it's burning out all the stuff that was in the exhaust. Well, it's a bit of good news. You know, the 80 runs, and it runs well. No more leaks. We got that taken care of. This turns on, and it turns off. We knew this engine runs, but the wiring, when everything got fried, it was kind of up to the air of what got damaged and what didn't get damaged. And so it's rewarding at the same time, but it's also kind of disappointing because we want to be way further along than we are, and we've been a little bit short-staffed. So hopefully next week that is changing for the better. And yeah, that's all I have for now. This is this week at Tandem, and we'll see you guys for next week. Bye-bye.